Shalom Aleichem, everyone. Hope you're doing really well. Parshat Trumah comes up in a point often where you hear from high school, yeshiva age students, usually in high school, even in camp, what is the purpose of having the discussion about the Mishkan in the Torah? It's not as exciting as the stories of Yetziat Mitzrayim or in the Midbar or from the Avot in Bereshit. What are we supposed to walk away with? What's our message? And one of these shiurim I started giving over at Midrash Moriah, Minmo, once a week is on the Haftorah. And Rabbi Dr. Norman Lamb has a phenomenal piece explaining the connection to our Parsha. The Haftorah begins in Sefer Malachim Aleph, Perek Hey, and starts to discuss Shlomo Melech building the first Beit HaMikdash. And part of the building of the first Beit HaMikdash, besides for listing off how many workers there are, the tax, eventually there is a conversation that he has in Perek Vav with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, making sure he's still on task. And there a pasuk is used that's very similar to our pasuk. And the language used to describe what's required is V'shechanti b'tocham. Rabbi Dr. Norman Lamb compares and analyzes the difference between the Mishkan of Moshe Rabbeinu versus the Mikdash of Shlomo HaMelech. And he focuses on how Shlomo was a Chacham. He's called a Chacham in the beginning of the Haftorah. He's referred to numerous times using Chachma. And on top of that, we see how by Shlomo Melech there was a tax. He had to force people to work to build the Beit HaMikdash. Versus by Moshe Rabbeinu, everyone, called Nadiv Libo, everyone who wants to give, come give. To the extent to where Moshe Rabbeinu has to tell everyone, stop, we have too much, we're full, we're good. One of the few and only completely successful Jewish campaigns out there. Beyond that, what then was the message of Moshe Rabbeinu? Shlomo's message of building the Beit HaMikdash, okay, we want to build a house for HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Moshe, we want to build a Mishkan, we want Hashem to have His Shechina reside amongst us. What's this? How similar, how different are they? And I think his nikudah is as follows. At the very end of Shlomo's completion of the Mikdash, there is a line that we say, Eri Shabbos, when we talk about the piyut from Tehillim, Psalm of Tehillim, Mi'aleh, who's going to go up to HaKadosh Baruch Hu's mountain? And there, he's asked, right? Open your gates. Shlomo Melech, at the inauguration of the Beit HaMikdash, open your gates. And the Midrash tells us there that the gates try to swallow, like basically trap Shlomo whole, almost swallow him whole. Like, what are you doing? You can't come in here. Don't you understand the Mikdash requires HaKadosh Baruch Hu's presence? And when it says Ushar Mashechem Minasu Pitchalam, and then it says Ve'avo Melech Kavod, the king of Kavod's coming. The pasuk then responds. Shlomo's response is Umize Melech Kavod, or sorry, they respond to Moshe, and he says Hashem Hu Melech Kavod. Once he uses the language of Kavod, that's when they let him come in. What's the connection of Kavod? What does that have to do with anything? Shlomo represents Chachma. It's important to have Chachma. Wisdom is significant, but also important for us to recognize how far it can go. Beyond wisdom and having a brain, you also have to have the leave. That's what we need to have. We need to have the heart. We need to have the ability to not just conceptualize, but internalize. The Shechina, as Rabbi Jonathan Sachs points out, is similar to the word shachen, like shechenim, like neighbors. There's a certain level of closeness we need to have. Dafka, the Beit HaMikdash, was built in somewhat in between the different Shvatim. But the Mishkan was mamash in the middle of the encampment. Our message here from the Torah is all those who want to come give to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Kol Nadiv Libo, go donate. Hashem will want it. He'll take it. Accept it. The Shechanti b'tocham is real. We have to have Hashem reside amongst us, be inside of us, be present in His life, in our lives. To this, the Kotzker Rebbe has a very well-known synopsis, a drasha, when he was asked, where can HaKadosh Baruch Hu be found? And he responded, wherever we let him in. That's our job. That's the message of Shlomo HaMelech. It's not just about building the physical object. It's not just about the space. But it's about creating the opportunity to have Hashem present in our lives. Have a wonderful Shabbos.